Welcome to Elevate Care Insights. This is Gradle speaking, and today I'm going to look at writing CVs. This is particularly important for care leavers, and key workers can support care leavers to understand what the basics are for CVs and the reasons for doing them. Research indicates that recruiting people by CVs and interviewing someone is not a precise or accurate way of making selection, but it is almost the only way the world we live in operates. Look at your CV and ask yourself, out of 30 people's CVs, where would you rate yours? In this short video, I'm going to explain how you can make fundamental changes to the way you approach your own CV and how to get the edge. Also, you can help and support care leavers to do the same. In most occasions, your CV, curriculum vitae, Latin for course of life, is often your first chance to make a good impression. It is your personal marketing tool which communicates your academic qualifications, work experience and skills to potential employers, and also importantly, it should get over a sense of who you are. It should be relevant and tailored to the opportunity you are applying for. The main aim of your CV should be to highlight your strengths and suitability for the post in order to progress to the next stage of the recruitment process. People who send the same CV to all the different jobs and recruitment agencies without carrying out some form of matching process are less likely to be considered. The profile at the top, where the human eye goes first on a page of paper, should be a description of why you should get the job. Imagine shaking hands with the person who says, "Why should I give you this job?" Think about what you would say, and I bet you it's not telling them your name, address, date of birth and what school you went to. Practice your handshake for different jobs. I am a social worker, a quality assurance assessor, a trainer, a consultant, a business owner, and depending on what job I am applying for, I would consider what information I put at the top and at the starting point. Make it direct and make it particular to the actual job you're applying for and the information you know about the company, the role and what they're looking for. Try to mirror the skills and experience and your behaviours that match what they are looking for. A quick read up on NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, will help explain about mirroring and NLP techniques that pay dividends in creating this kind of edge on your CV. Before you start your CV, it's essential to research thoroughly what the employer will be looking for. For example, research job descriptions, company websites, and personal knowledge and experience. Then focus on your experience, knowledge, skills, and attributes to tailor your CV to the requirements of the position. Get people's names and look them up on LinkedIn. Do you know who we choose? We choose people who we like, and we like people who are like ourselves. One simple way of preparing the relevant information is to divide a blank A4 page in two, note down all the requirements of the post, and try to match them to your experience. Remember to consider all aspects of your life in terms of what you have to offer. For example, spare time activities, family commitments will often offer valuable evidence of relevant skills. What should go in your CV? The average employer spends between 15 seconds and 1 minute reading a CV, and recruitment companies will dismiss your CV within 5 seconds if they can't see what they're looking for. Therefore, it's essential to make an instant impact. You must demonstrate evidence of your achievements, skills, qualities and behaviours concisely and specifically, and all within the 15-second rule. Employers tell us that skills-based CVs work best. This means detailing the skills you possess that are relevant to the opportunity and clearly demonstrating where you've used and developed these. The most effective CVs are highly tailored to suit the sector and roles to which you are applying for. This may mean you need different versions for different roles. Tailor your CV. The CV layout. In the UK, a standard CV is 2 pages of A4 paper. However, academic CVs can be much longer. Typically, you should include personal contact details, put these in the header and minimise the space they take up, education and qualifications, work experience, paid and voluntary, skills, interests, and finally, referees. These headings are flexible. It's your CV, so don't feel like you have to include headings that aren't appropriate to you or in your matching process. Create a personal CV and avoid using templates, and you should use them to suit the focus of your application. Ensure you create a good impression. Don't use negatives. Stay in the present and use numbers to project experience. If I say I worked with care agencies for 5 years, well, that's okay. But if I said I had 100 hours of working with direct work with young people and that I supported 50 young people to write CVs or to look at their direct work experience, well, that would be better. A clear professional layout usually works best. Ensure you're consistent in your style and use a professional font, for example, Arial or Calibri. Take care with your spelling and grammar, avoid large chunks of text, and use bullet points and bold appropriately. Use numbers and figures to support your experience. Put down any awards. Give plenty of space to your key achievements and push less relevant things further down the page. For example, make sure your current qualification is given plenty of space because it's relevant. Use reverse chronological order so that your most recent experience comes first, or use competencies if things you did 10 years ago are relevant to the job now. Traditional professional CVs in the UK don't include photos or many images and use colour very sparingly. However, in more creative industries, such things may be the norm, so do your research and find a format that works for you. You usually send your CV along with a covering letter or covering email. This is your opportunity to tailor your application directly to the opportunity you've applied for and highlight the most relevant aspects of your CV. In our Charting Your Path programme and workbook, we support key workers to work directly with care leavers to look at important things such as CV writing. You can get all the details in the description below.